Hi, everybody. It's April 2nd, and just wanted to get the Steelers, Super Bowls in there. But hope everyone's having a good time. This video is also broken up into algebra and geometry. Today, in algebra, you'll be doing more problems with order of operations, and in geometry, you'll be classifying angles using both seeing the angles and just seeing the degrees. So, get your math on. Hope you have fun, and see you next time. Okay, so yesterday was a lot of relearning about order of operations, but I didn't give you many problems because I didn't want you to be overloaded. Just kind of go over the things. Today, we're going to do a couple more problems, all right? And we're still going to use all those steps that we learned yesterday. So, you can see I still gave you the order of operations right here if you ever need to look at them to see which comes first. One thing that can help you is if you maybe box in multiplication and division and addition and subtraction. So you know that these two are equal. We use the left to right rule here and also left to right for these two. Okay, so today, solve the problems below using the steps shown above. You may use a calculator for each step. Okay, all right. And one thing I'm going to use today is a highlighter so that we can highlight which step we're doing, okay? So if I look at A, okay, we have 3 plus 2 times 3 equals F. Well, first I'm going to look for parentheses, and I don't see any. Yay, we get to skip. Exponents, no little numbers. Yay. How about multiplication or division? I see one, okay? So that means we're going to do 2 times 3 first. Okay, now today I am going to be using a calculator to solve these problems, okay, and showing you how to enter it in. So 2, and then we want that times symbol, times 3 equals 6, okay? So I'm going to write my 6 down here. I'm going to drop the rest of the problem. And look, now I have rewritten the problem and it's a lot easier, okay? All right, now the next part, what's my next? Addition, subtraction, there's only one left. 3 plus 6 is 9. So what does F equal? F equals 9, okay? And you can see that I did it one step at a time and I rewrote the problem, okay? Let's move over here to B, okay? At B, we have 3 times 2 plus 3 equals R, okay? So once again, parentheses are exponents. I don't see any, so I come down to multiplication and division. There's a multiplication. So I'm going to be doing 3 times 2, okay? If I come back over here to my calculator, 3 times 2 equals 6 again. So we have 6, and then I rewrite the problem down below. Now, next I have addition and subtraction. I see an addition, so this is my next step. 6 plus 3, if I needed to, I could put that in the calculator, right? And you can use a calculator on your phone, you can use it on an iPad, there's even on a computer. You can go on Google. Google has a calculator. So lots of different calculators out there, and it is a tool. So it's important to be able to use those tools, and I know all of you guys are very good at using them. So 6 plus 3 is 9. 9, R equals 9, okay? All right, now this next one, okay, we get a little bit more difficult. Okay, if we go to order of operations, we start with a parentheses, and ding, 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 we have a parentheses. You can see these two curvy guys right there, and that means that we need to do whatever's inside. So 3 plus 2, that is 5. okay? And then we'll rewrite the rest of the problem to, there's an exponent, equals n. Now, next, exponents. We saw this one, 2 squared. I know that 2 squared means I'm taking 2 and I'm multiplying it 2 times because that little squared, okay? So that's 2 times 2. I can do this in the calculator. 2 times 2 equals, and I will get 4. And just like we do for every step, we rewrite. I forgot to do a little highlighting right there. Okay? All right, now we have 5 plus 4 equals n. So I don't have multiplication or division. I get to skip right to this addition. So 5 plus 4, that equals 9. So what does n equal? N equals 9. Okay, you guys are doing a great job. Remember, take your time, okay? Do this as slow as you can. Rewind this video as much as you can, okay? You have nothing but time. So take your time, be comfortable with it. I want you guys to really have fun doing math. It's like a puzzle. All right. Next one, we have 6 times 3 divided by 2 equals w. Okay, so no parentheses, no exponents. We have a multiplication and a division. This pulls me into our left to right rule. Because multiplication and division are on the same level, we need to see which one starts at the left. Okay, in this case, it's this guy. So we're going to do 6 times 3 first. Okay, 6 times 3 equals 18. All right, I'll rewrite the rest of my problem here. And we have 18 divided by 2 equals w. So my next part is going to be 18 divided by 2. Remember that that divided by sign is the line with the 2 dots. And we're going to do 18. I'm going to find it right here, line with 2 dots. Divided by 2. And that's going to give me 9. Okay, there we go. Well, what do you notice? Look at all these. They're all equaling 9. Okay. Now this next one is a bonus. It's optional. Okay, if you finished your 4 and you're good to go, you're finished for the day. Good job. But if you would like to try this challenge down here, you're more than my guest, and I am going to help you with it right now. Okay, so here we have a little bit of a bigger problem, but you know, we follow the same order of operations and we'll make it smaller as we go. First thing we need to do is parentheses. Okay, we have 2 different sets of parentheses. Okay, here and in here. Now, here in the parentheses, we also use order of operations. Okay, so inside this parentheses, you can see that I have a subtraction and I have an exponent. Which one comes first, subtraction or exponent? It is exponent. So we're going to have to do this first, okay? So 4 squared looks like 4 times 4. You're taking 4 and you're multiplying it 2 times. 1, 2. Okay? So that equals 16. Okay? So 16, 23 minus 16 times 2 plus 2 minus 10 equals D. Now we can really do what's inside those parentheses. Okay, so 23 minus 16, that is 7. And then over here, 2 plus 2, I can do that. 1, 2 plus 2, that's 4. Okay, and then minus 10 equals D. Next here we have a multiplication and a subtraction. I know multiplication comes first, so I'm going to go ahead and do 7 times 4. 7 times 4 equals 28. Okay, so 28 minus 10 equals D. And then the last thing we need to do is this subtraction. 28 minus 10. That is 18. So this big old funky problem right here comes down to this. D equals 18. All right. If you had any questions or would like to, or parents, if you'd like to know where the answers to this are, the very next page has the answers. Okay? All right. You guys did a great job today. I will see you tomorrow for our next algebra lesson. Good morning, everybody. This is our geometry worksheet for April 2nd. Okay, you can see it says complete the angle classification worksheet. When you get to 16 through 20, pay attention to the number because then we'll go to numbers instead of just looking at angles. Okay, if it's smaller than 90, it's acute. If it's exactly 90, it's right. If it's bigger than 90, it's obtuse. For this worksheet, we're only going to go over the even number problems. Okay, if you want to do the odds, go ahead. The answers are on the sheet behind that comes with this worksheet, so that's your prerogative. Alrighty. So we're going to do this here worksheet. So we're going to start with our name, Mr. Alt. Okay, the date is for 2/20, and we'll say Mr. Brothers is my teacher. Okay, so we're going to start with the evens, okay, and a little mini lesson here. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, all are not evens, okay? So the first part is finding the even numbers, okay? So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then down here, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Okay? Alrighty, so we're going to start right here at 2. And if I kind of tilt this paper so that this is a straight line, you'll see this is straight up and down. Okay? So that tells me that this is a 90-degree angle. A 90-degree angle is a right angle. I could draw this little box if it needed to help me. Okay? Next, we have 4. All right? If this is my right angle, we can see that it's a little bit bigger than a right angle, but not yet a straight angle. So this is a obtuse angle. Okay? 6, you can see 6 is a hard one. It almost looks like it could be 90. Okay? And because we're not using protractors right now, we have to make our best guess. If I had to make my best guess, I would say this is 90 and that our angle is just a little bit bigger than that. Okay? So I'm going to call this one obtuse. Next, 8 is a straight line, and a straight line is a straight angle. Okay, our last one for 1 through 10 is right here, and like I said, we're going to make our best guess. My best guess would be this is 90 right here, so this would be acute. Remember, the small ones are like small little animals. They're kind of cute. They're acute, so small angles. All right, now here's where I said we need to pay attention to the numbers, okay? And if it is 90 degrees, like this one, that's a right angle. If it's bigger than that, it's obtuse. If it is smaller than that, it is acute, okay? Now, the one thing we didn't talk about is a straight angle right here will be 180 degrees. We talked about it yesterday, how 180 is twice 90, which is a right angle. And that's why a straight line has two right angles for each side. Okay, so if we see 180, that's a straight angle. All right, 12, we can see 24 degrees. Is that higher or lower than 90? Lower, so that is an acute angle. And I can tell without even seeing the angle because I know the degrees. Okay, 66 degrees, higher or lower? Lower. So that's two acute angles. Okay, how about 27 degrees? Also lower. So we have our third acute angle. 129 degrees. Is that a bigger or lower number than 90? It's bigger. So that gives us our first obtuse. And then the next one, number 20, 170 is bigger or lower? Bigger. So if it's bigger than 90, that tells me it is obtuse. We had no straight angles in the evens, but if you are doing the odds, pay attention because I think there is one in these numbers. Okay? All right. Once again, if you need the answers for the odds, you can go ahead and look at the other sheet that was provided with this sheet right here, and it'll have all the answers. And I hope you have a great time in classification those angles, classifying.